Okay, so this fortnight didn't really go the way I planned. So unfortunately, as is the way with so many experiments, this kind of failed.
A quick recap for those who are new. My name is Laura and I've lost my sparkle, so we're working to get it back. 6 pillars of my life that each chapter I'll be attempting to implement positive new habits around, making incremental differences to ultimately make a large change over a sustained period of time. Something I've always struggled with is my life not feeling linear. I've never had a goal or a dream job where I wake up, go to work, do a good job and make my way up the ladder until I reach the peak. All the jobs I've ever aspired for, actor, singer, creator, author, artist, etc., aren't built on a straight path. And so it means a lot of the time, even though I'm actively working towards a goal, I feel a little aimless. Welcome to chapter 3 of my 6-month experiment, and this one didn't go as planned.
So basically, that's all to say that this chapter isn't the inspirational, fun chapter that I thought it was going to be, where I'm kicking goals and doing really well and vlogging all the time. I repeatedly forgot to vlog. I felt really mentally down nearly all of this chapter, and I think the footage kind of reflects that. So let's just get into it, I guess.
Another day, another vlog. I am feeling a little horrendous today, I won't lie. I'm gonna get my period soon and my skin is always bad when that time of the month comes around. Working from home today, my little fit. It's just simple. I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel when it comes to work from home outfits, On my way to get my morning coffee. Someone's staring at me filming. On my way to get my morning coffee and then back to the grind. We are off to our first class pass. We are doing Pilates, which I usually book directly through the Pilates studio, but class pass currently have 1 month for $5, so it's substantially cheaper to book through class pass. I am snacking on an ice cream because it's currently 12 o'clock. I'm gonna get run over. And in a surprise to literally no one, I've got to have breakfast. So I needed something quick and sugary to give me some energy before I torture myself on a reformer machine for 50 minutes. I don't think I'll be able to film myself. Oh, that's cold. But we'll see. I'm no longer a human being. Oh, that was so hard. Oh my god. Good morning, everyone. So, I'm convinced that we do live in a simulation and that time is not real, because tell me how I got up half an hour earlier than I normally would. My body just decided to wake up at 6 o'clock. And yet, getting ready took just as long. How does that happen? Anyway, here's the outfit for today. I'm not loving it. I don't know, there's something about this isn't working that I can't put my finger on, but I ran out of time. to change it. So this morning I forgot to have breakfast, but I did meditate and I did journal, and I have for the past 3-4 days. So good progress. Office. I remembered to meditate and journal this one, although albeit quite quickly because I was not super flush for time. Tonight I have a scrapbooking night with one of my best friends, which will be really lovely and wholesome. And then tomorrow I have like a really fun little day that I'm hoping to actually remember to bring you along for, but we shall see. One of my nails has gone to the place in the sky, which is saddening, but yeah. Good morning. It is Saturday. I'm joined by Tom McGill. We are going to get some coffee. Surprise, surprise. It's my little, I don't know what you call this, schoolboy fit, private schoolboy fit. And then my friend Chloe is coming over and we're doing some fun things that I will try my best to actually remember to film myself doing so I can bring you along. And yeah, goodbye. So it is currently 5:20 on a Monday afternoon, and I've just made the incredibly questionable decision to move my filming book nook from the downstairs to the upstairs. So this is what we are currently working with. Why have I done this? Who knows? Will I regret it? Most definitely. However, we persevere, because once my little raccoon brain gets an idea, we're not forgetting it. So anyway, I've just been working all day, and now I'm gonna attempt to move hundreds of books on my own, plus the bookshelves, because Tama is at work and I have to go into the office tomorrow. So I won't have time to get him to help me tomorrow. So we must do it today. So let's see how we go. Okay. We have an empty shelf. I don't know how I'm getting up the stairs on my own, but we're gonna try. Okay. So these are IKEA. So I thought they'd be light. They're not nearly as light as I thought they would be. So let's try and get up the stairs. How am I gonna get the big one? Just one thing at a time. Okay. There's a man watching me through the window. I just do it one step at a time. Step at a time. Ah! MJ, if you're watching this, I'm trying my best not to fall down the stairs. One stair at a time. We did it.
Okay, so I managed to get 2 up on my own. They are the small ones though. Not quite sure how we're gonna go with the big one, but we'll see. Okay, this is it's coming together. Oh, that breeze is lovely. I will say, having worked in bookstores collectively for about 8 years, this is a skill that comes in handy. Too confident I jinx myself. I'm getting sweaty. So sweaty. Oh my god. If I can just get around the corner. Woo! I'm sweating, but we've got one more. I really don't know if I'm going to be able to get the big one. Big one is about double the size of that, and I was struggling with that. Maybe if I took the shelves out. Ooh, that could work. Okay, let's try and put this one into position. It's annoying. It's up here now. I mean, I definitely like the Good morning, folks. It's Tuesday. Yesterday I didn't have a great day. I felt really bleh all day, so I didn't really, well, till the afternoon, and then I felt weirdly inspired. But we are in the office today. This is the office fit, and we're gonna have a great day today. I'm gonna try and actually remember to film. It's really hard when I'm in the office. Well, and it's really hard when I work, full stop, because I'm working. So there's really not a lot to show you. But I'll try and bring you along a bit more today. Good morning. It is... Oh my goodness. It's currently 7:45 on a Wednesday. So I well and truly failed my getting up at 6:30 today. But for very good reason. I have some like chronic muscle issues in my neck and shoulder from old sporting injuries. And yesterday I made it. Well, actually, I didn't make the decision. I went for what I thought was going to be like a quick 20-minute remedial massage, and the tiny lady at the massage place, who I haven't been to before, had like one feel around in my fucked up shoulder and just went to town. And I can't show you the whole thing because it's not very PG-13. But basically, I got cupping for the first time. You can't see it. It's better up here. I got cupping for the first time. That's not the lighting. That's all bruising. I feel like I've been hit by a truck. If anyone has done really intense cupping before, I'll put a picture here of what my back looked like last night. It's significantly better. So thirsty, which is apparently normal.
So I ended up having to leave work early yesterday and come home, and I basically came home and rotted all evening in bed. I went to bed really early, but I am so tired this morning. I feel not sick, but you know, it's hard to explain. I feel like I've got a cold without any symptoms of the cold. I just feel like tired and achy and bleh. So I did give myself a little grace and let myself laze in bed for 45 minutes and kind of doze in and out. Now I am downstairs. There is a plumber coming to the apartment to fix our toilet in any minute. He should be here any minute. And I'm desperately in need of coffee. So that's what we're gonna do. Saying that my morning routine for this morning is not gonna happen. But again, this is the important part of this experiment, is being okay with not being perfect all the time. So letting myself, like, acknowledging that I'm not running at 100% and it would benefit me and my brain and my body so much more to sleep in and relax than it would to force myself up to stick to a routine. They're going crazy in the background. One of the very, very, very wonderful privileges of getting to work from home is being able to work when you're not 100% and not having to like drag yourself to an office when you're not feeling well. So yeah.
So I'm trying to find something to wear for this evening, which is really difficult when you look like you've been hit by a truck. And it's summer in Australia, so I can't do like a turtleneck because it's like 30 something degrees outside. So this is what we're rocking with so far. I'm thinking I'm just gonna have to commit to this and take like a cardigan or like a cover-up shirt or something, because I cannot wear a turtleneck, which is what this kind of requires. I don't know, man.
All right.
Alright.
We're getting wings. I look like I've been in a bar fight, but we're excited for wings. And I think our ride is here. Let's go.
Good day!
You stole fizzy
Lifting drinks. The snozberries taste like snozberries.
why I look like I've been beat up, we're getting to it. So, the end of chapter 2. I had a terrible fortnight. I really not had a good time. I'm not even gonna bother running through like the individual goals and what happened with them, because I know for a fact the only one I managed to stick to was baking. I made some brownies, and my nails. My nails do look fantastic. If I do, the one good thing that came out of this fortnight was my nails look fly as. And yes, I'm wearing pajama pants. I had a really terrible fortnight this chapter. It was a combination of things. Some of it was self-inflicted, some of it was just, you know, the funny moment when your mental illness makes you mentally ill. And then the other thing was a cupping incident, which we'll get to. So the self-inflicted part, I had a couple of nights where I just stayed up that little bit too late, and now I've gotten into a good sleep routine. When I don't get the proper sleep, oh boy, do I notice the difference. So there were a couple of mornings at the start of chapter 2 where I just didn't get enough sleep, and I woke up feeling cranky or really tired, which meant I would hit snooze, which meant I didn't have time to meditate, which meant I didn't have time to journal, which then it was like a snowball kick-on effect. That was the first week. I was getting my period, I was not sleeping great. It was a combination of that. Flash forward, I did exercise. I went to Pilates, I went for a run. I was kind of like doing that sort of stuff. So the first week was like a mix of like, we managed to, you know, do a couple of things, and we failed on a couple of things. Then came the cupping incident. So I have some like chronic issues with my shoulders that I won't bother getting into because it's boring. So I try like different things depending on how bad it is and when I have a flare up. And I never tried cupping before. So I went into this new place for a remedial massage, and I was like, explained everything. She was like, have you ever tried acupuncture? And I was like, no, I actually haven't. I've heard really good things about it. Let's try it. And then she's like, have you ever tried cupping? And I was like, no, I have not. I've never tried cupping. I know what cupping is. I know what the vibe is. So I was like, sure, give it a go. And she went to town. Oh my God. I'll put some like photos. I'm doing like the Will Smith thing. I'll put some like photos of what happened to my back. I've spoken to multiple people who've said that what happened to my back is not normal with cupping. As you can see, it's literally over a week, and I still have bruises that are going green and are like tender to it. Like my back was swollen. Really knocked me out for like a week. I was reading online that sometimes you can feel a bit ill for like a day, like you can get cold, fatigue, and like cold and flu symptoms. I was knocked out for like a week. I felt like absolute hot garbage for about 4 or 5 days after that, which meant I didn't get to exercise. I was really tired and fatigued. I felt like I was coming down with the flu, and that coupled with not having a great week last week really knocked me down mentally. I felt like I failed, and I still kind of feel like I failed, and I'm still really struggling to deal with the fact that I had a really great chapter 1. I did everything I was supposed to except for the budget thing. I stuck to everything I wanted to do, and I did it consistently, and I was noticing a difference. I was feeling good. And then I just felt like I got 2 steps forward, 40 steps back. And I'm really struggling with feeling like I absolutely failed at the second hurdle. I'm also this is gonna sound really silly, and you know, I don't know, like, I guess the point of this video series is to be honest, right? I really struggled with the fact that the chapter 1 of the video did incredibly well. I gained a bunch of subscribers. It's like the most viewed video on my channel by a long shot. And I kind of thought that and I was so stoked with that. And there were so many nice people leaving comments and being supportive. And I thought the second video would do as well. And it didn't. Which in hindsight is not the end of the world. I also look like I have no head when I
You know, I'm a very small YouTuber. I'm just starting. I've only been doing this since November, I think. And I am really happy with the growth of my channel. But I really, like, it felt like, again, I'd failed. And I am trying to pull myself out of this funk, but I'm really struggling. I won't lie. I feel really crappy. I feel really down. I don't have any motivation to do these videos right now, which is also probably a reason why the vlog content has been a bit sparse. There were definitely, you know, bright points throughout the week. I did some really fun things with my friends, but overall I felt really crappy for the past fortnight. Chapter 2 was kind of a flop. She's in her flop era. So for chapter 3, I really wanted to like bring you a really positive video and be like, hey guys, turns out if you make small improvements, your life changes overnight. Turns out that doesn't happen. It can definitely make improvements, but it does not change your life overnight, especially if you have mental illness and struggle with that. So yeah, chapter 3, I'm not gonna bother setting new goals. I'm just gonna not go back to square one. I'm gonna go back to square 2, and I'm gonna try and do what I wasn't able to do in chapter 2. And I don't know, if you are watching this and you're someone who really struggles with beating yourself up about things, I hope that you take this as a sign that it's, you know, forward and backwards, right? You go forwards, you slide backwards sometimes, and that's fine. It sucks. It feels crappy. I feel crappy, but it's fine. Part of this experiment, I genuinely think for me, the biggest part of this experiment is going to be learning to be not uncomfortable, learning to be comfortable with failure, and redefining what my concept of failure looks like. I don't want to end this on like a negative note, but it is what it is. I had a bad chapter, and here's to hoping that the next one is better. And yeah, I don't know.